Okay, so what I have planned for our class today is a pretty vigorous flow, Shankar, with lots of opportunities to go upside down, lots of little jump switches as we transition, stuff like that, for you to be able to work on getting onto your hands. And always know that you can skip it, right? You don't have to. It's not less of a class if you don't do that kind of thing. So we're going to get started right in down dog today. This is Cinnamon, my assistant. Not that helpful. So just start by pedaling out the heels. One of the nice things about practicing at this time at 6:30 in the evening is that we're pretty warmed up, right? You've been moving all day, maybe not so much with the quarantine, maybe not as much as usual, but it's not like it's first thing in the morning, right? So lift up those heels. We're going to roll it forward, shoulders come over your wrist. And then exhale, hips lead the depth to the waist, send it back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, bring it forward. And exhale, send it back. Inhale, bring it forward. We're going to hold that plank and just start to make little circles around your wrist. So I'm going to start clockwise and I'll go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to switch directions for 10, going clockwise over those wrists. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down onto your shins. I'm going to do a little wrist stretching here. So we're going to spend some time on our hands, so it's pretty important to prepare. So just making some circles with your fists. And you can shake them out. And then we'll send that right hand away from you with your left hand. We're going to pull those fingers back. Keep a little soft bend in that right arm. And then flip your fingers over and stretch out your wrist again. We'll send that left hand forward, using your right hand, pulling those left fingertips back towards you. And then we'll switch. Left hand down. And then we'll plant those hands, step your feet back, take your downward facing dog and step your right foot between your hands. Find your low runner's lunge. Start to find some movement here. Maybe even dipping that left knee till it just kisses down onto the mat and lifting it up. Lower it down, squeeze it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it all the way down. Shift your hips back. Flex your right toes to your nose and fold over that right leg. Bend into that right knee. We're going to step that left foot forward. Find your feet mat with distance apart. Toes go out, hips go down. Find a little squat here. Bring your hands to heart center, and we're just going to find some movement. Rotating from your left foot to your right foot, picking up one heel and then the other. Releasing your fingertips down to the mat. Bring your feet back, hip distance apart. Tuck your pinkies in your elbow creases, and we'll sway left and right. Your head is heavy, your arms are heavy. Release your fingertips down to the mat. Heel toe your feet together. Soften your knees, tuck your tail. Allow your arms to hang heavy. We're going to roll it up one vertebrae at a time. And when you get all the way to the top, roll your shoulders up and back and down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, send your hips forward. Allow your elbows to come down to your hips. Just open up that front body. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, fold it down. Soften those knees. We're going to roll it up again. Arms are heavy, head is heavy. Stack one vertebrae on top of the neck, and the next. So you get all the way up. Inhale your arms up, and exhale, open it up. Inhale your arms overhead. We're going to interlace those hands. Release your index fingers up. We're going to start to make some really big circles here. So come all the way over to the right, and then reach in front of you, over to the left, go behind you. So really starting to feel your legs, starting to feel your core, starting to find some opening in all of those little stabilizer muscles. And take one more. When you get up to center, we'll switch directions, going to the left, reaching your fingertips forward, then over to the right. Lift it up. And again. And up. One more time. Reach it all the way up to center. And then we'll come all the way down. And step your right foot to the back of the mat. Find your low runner's lunge. We're going to find that movement here. So lifting and lowering that right knee, maybe just kissing it down, starting to find some opening in that right psoas. And then drop that right knee down, untuck your right toes, and flex your left foot. Fold over that left leg. And we'll bend into that left knee. Plant your hands. Step your left foot back to meet your right. Find your plank. Rock forward. We're going to lower all the way down to the mat. Untuck your toes. Roll your shoulders back. Peel your heart up off of the mat. And exhale, lower it down. Send it back. Downward facing dog. Start to walk your feet all the way to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen your heart forward, half lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale again, lengthen, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha. Exhale, fold. Inhale, push through your feet. Sweep it all the way up. And exhale, hands at your side. Find 3 rounds Surya A. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, step or float all the way, chaturanga. Inhale, push it through. Exhale, downward facing dog, heels reach for the mat. Bend your knees, look forward, float to the top of the mat. Lengthen, and exhale, fold. Inhale, push through your feet, reach it all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana, and exhale, hands at your side. Inhale again, arms reach up, exhale, fold. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Finding a little bit more opening in every single vinyasa, every single down dog, getting a little bit more open, pushing the backs of your legs behind you. Bend your knees, look forward, inhale all the way to half lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, push through your feet, reach it all the way up. And exhale, hands at your side. Again, inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Ardha. Exhale, all the way, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, push it through. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale that right leg up behind you. And exhale, knee to nose, round your back. Inhale it back. Exhale your right knee to your right shoulder. Inhale it back. Exhale your right knee over to your left elbow. Hold it here. Swing it to your right. Left, right, left. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale it back. And exhale, release that right foot down. Inhale, left leg up behind you. And exhale, knee to nose, shift it forward. Inhale it back. Exhale, left knee to your left shoulder. Inhale it back. Exhale, left knee to your right elbow. Swing it over to the left and right, left, right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale it all the way back. And exhale, left foot down, hips back, downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look forward. We're going to take 3 tuck jumps. On the third one, land your feet between your hands. So bend your knees, look forward, tuck jump, tuck jump, tuck jump, come forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, push through your feet, reach it all the way up. And exhale, sit into your chair, twist to the right. Left elbow comes to the outside of your right thigh. We'll open up those arms, looking up at that right hand if it's available. Bring your hands back to center, and we'll twist to the left. Come back to center, push through your feet, reach it all the way up, send those hips forward, dive those hands back. Come back to center, hands to heart center, fold all the way down. Option to plant your hands, bring your knees into your shoulders, lean forward, look forward, pick up your heels, Bakasana. 3, 2, 1, shoot it back, Chaturanga, push it through, downward facing dog. Inhale that right leg up, and exhale, right foot between your hands. Sweep it up, crescent lunge. Bring your hands to heart center. We're going to dip that left knee down and lift it up and down. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step your left foot forward, land in your chair. We'll twist to the right. Option to drop your hands. Option to take this into your side crow. Take your time. Look forward. Pick up those feet. You want to split them apart for Ekapada, you can. And we'll come back to center. And fold high. Separate your feet hip distance apart. Grab onto your big toes. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbows go out to the side, hinging at the hips for Padangusthasana. Rocking weight into your toes. Release your big toes, heel toe your feet together. Inhale, push through your feet. Reach it all the way up. And exhale, bring that left knee up. We'll start to kick that left foot back. Find your warrior 3. Release your arms back. Find your airplane. Soften that right knee. Step it back. Crescent. Reach your arms up. And exhale. Hands. Find the mat. If you want to take a little handstand to hop here, you can. Push it through. Find your downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. And exhale, left foot between your hands. Sweep it up for crescent. Bring your hands to heart center. We're going to dip that right knee down and lift it up and down, up. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay low. Step it forward. Find your chair. Twist to the left. You can open up your arms. You can drop your hands to the mat. Take it upside down. Find your side crow. Maybe open it up, find your ekapada. Come back to center. And fold, separate your feet hip distance apart. Bring your palms underneath the soles of your feet for Padahastasana. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Lengthen your heart forward. And exhale, fold. Elbows bend out, they bend back. Release your hands from underneath your feet. Heel toe your feet together. Inhale, push through your feet, reach it all the way up. And exhale, hands come to heart center as you pick up that right knee. Start to kick that right foot back behind you. Find your warrior three. Release your arms back. Find your airplane. Soften that left knee. Step it back. Find your crescent. Whoop. And then hands find the mat. That wasn't very graceful of me. Take it upside down if you like. Pushing it through. Downward facing dog. Inhale it forward. Find a side plank. Right hand down. Left hand up. I'm going to bring that left hand so it's right in front of your left shoulder. And point your left palm behind you. Push into your right hand and kick your left foot into your left hand. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left hand down. Roll over to the outside of that left foot. Right arm up. Then we'll start to reach that right hand out from your right shoulder and point your right palm behind you. Push into your left foot and kick your right foot forward. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your right hand down. Lower all the way down to the mat. Bring your hands back by your hips. We're going to take a locust. So roll your shoulders back. Strong arms, strong legs. Lift it up. Maybe even flip those palms up. And then we'll lower it down. Bring your arms, hands underneath your shoulders. Curl your toes under. And we'll push all the way to plank. And send it back. Downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg up. Exhale, right foot between your hands. Sweep it up. Crescent. Bring your hands to heart center. We're going to dip it down. And again. Going for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step into that right foot. Lift your left leg up. Warrior 3. Reach your arms forward. Start to swing that left leg forward. Bring your right hand to your right hip. Use your left peace fingers to grab that left big toe. And we start to lower halfway and lift it up. And again. And up. This time we'll slowly lower all the way down to the mat. Land in Avasana, boat pose. Hands go forward, heart is lifted. Shoulders are back. We'll lower it. Low boat, lift it up and lower. Lift it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your knees in. We're going to come all the way to a stand. Reach it all the way up. Hands to heart center. Push into that right foot. Pick up your left knee. Rotate it out. Find your tree pose. You can bring that left foot anywhere along the inside of that right thigh. Interlace your hands, start to push your palms down. And then we'll bring those arms all the way in front. Maybe up, maybe looking up. Start to push the walls away. Come back to center. And release it down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Option to take a crow pose or maybe take a tuck jump or a few. And then move through your vinyasa. Inhale your left leg up behind you. Exhale, left foot between your hands. Sweep it up. Crescent. Bring your hands to heart center. And we'll lower it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start to spring into that left foot. We'll lift that right leg up behind you. Reach your arms forward. Find your warrior 3. And then we'll swing that right leg all the way forward. Left hand finds your left hip. Right peace fingers find that right big toe. And we'll lower and lift. Whoop, and lower and lift. And start to lower all the way down to the mat. Find your Navasana. Feet are up. And we'll lower 10. Lift it up. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back up. Bend your knees. We're going to come all the way to a stand. Push through your feet. Reach it all the way up. And exhale, fold. Again, the option to take it upside down. Maybe jump it, hips over your shoulders. And then as you're ready, start to make your way through your vinyasa. Find your downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg up. We're going to do some jump switches. So bend that left knee. Come up high onto the ball of that left foot. And we'll jump and land your right foot forward. Step it back. Try it again. Inhale your right leg up. Bend that left knee. Push into your hands. Jump your right foot forward. One more time. Lift that right leg. Bend your left knee. Lift it up. Right foot forward. Sweep it up. We're going to come all the way into our warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, side angle. Right hand down. Left hand up. Your option, you can take a bind here. Bring your right hand underneath. And then once you have your bind, roll that left shoulder back. Release your bind. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And exhale, windmill down to the inside of that right foot. Bring your left knee down, and we'll find a lizard pose. So start to point those right toes out. You can let that right knee fall out. Come down onto your forearms. Hey, honey. Option to take your flying lizard here. So if you push into your hands, you'll start to work that right knee over your right shoulder. Hands are shoulder width distance apart. Pick up that back leg. Start to point your right toes behind you. Look forward, lean forward. Pick up that left leg. and then bring it back down. Bring your right hand to the outside of that right foot. We're going to lift it up into our crescent. Bring your right hand to the outside of that left leg, and bring your left arm up and over. Inhale, both arms reach up. Exhale, plant your hands any vinyasa you like. Hips high and back. Inhale your left leg up. Now we're going to do our jump switches again. So plant your hands, bend that right knee, lift that right heel, push, land with your left foot forward. Step it back. Again, inhale that left leg up, push, left leg lands forward, last time. Left leg lifts, left foot comes forward, nice. All the way up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Left hand down, right hand up. You want to find your bind, bring your right hand behind you, left hand underneath, and then roll that right shoulder back, looking up to the sky. Release that bind if you have it. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, windmill it down to the inside of that left foot. Bring your right knee down. We'll heel toe that left foot out. Point your left toes out. And bring your forearms down to the mat. Finding your lizard. And then opportunity to take your flying lizard. So bring your hands down to the mat. We'll bring that left shoulder underneath your left knee. Hands find the mat, shoulder width distance apart. Curl your right toes under. Pick it up. Point your left toes behind you. Look forward, lean forward. Find your arm balance. And we'll come back. Bring that left hand to the outside. Square off your hips. Reach your arms up, crescent lunge. And then we'll bring your hands down, any vinyasa you like. Push it through. Send it back. Find your downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale it back. Option to take your arm balance. Bring your right knee outside of your right shoulder. Look forward, lean forward. Send it back. Three-legged dog. Exhale, bring that right knee all the way to your left elbow. Option to take it upside down. Bring it back. Inhale it back. And exhale, right foot between your hands. Warrior one. Bring it up, palms touch. Interlace your hands behind your back. Lift your heart, lift your gaze. And as you exhale, we'll find a humble warrior. Push into that right heel. Reach your arms up overhead. And we'll open it up. Warrior two, straighten that right leg. Parallel your feet. Inhale, lift. And exhale, hinge at the hips. Bring your hands down. Inhale, push. Find some space. And then exhale, hinging at the hips. Walking your fingertips in line with your toes. If you love taking this upside down, you can take it upside down. I'm going to find my nice fold here. I'm still rehabbing some hamstring injuries. If you're upside down, come on back. And then we'll bring those hands to your hips. Strong legs. Lift it all the way up. Point your right toes to the right. We're going to walk that left foot in about 6 inches and find Utthita Trikonasana. So bump your left hip out. Reach your right fingertips forward. And then allow your right hand to go down. Left arm up to the sky, maybe looking up at that left hand. And then push into that right foot. Left hand pulls you up. Come all the way into your reverse triangle. And then we'll come back into your triangle and then into your half moon. Stack your left hip on top of your right. Soften that right knee. We're going to step your left foot next to your right, but your hips are low and your arms are going to go straight up to chair. And drop your right hand, twist to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, center. Hold it here. Sit a little bit lower. Bring your hands to heart center. Pick up your heels. Find yourself a toe stand. Heart is lifted. Shoulders are back. Gaze is steady. Release your fingertips down to the mat. Heels down. Forward fold. If you want to bring your hands behind you for Padahastasana, Hot 26 style, you can. And then push through your feet. Reach it all the way up. And exhale. Hands to heart center. We're going to start to push into that left foot. Pick up your right knee. And rotate that right knee out. Find a home for that right foot. This time we'll find a little lotus flower. Thumbs together, pinkies together. Start to reach your arms up. Maybe looking up. Maybe allowing your tree to grow branches. And then we'll push the walls away. And bring your hands back together. Release that right foot down. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, fold. One of our last opportunities, either find a crow pose or to find a tuck jump. Plant your hands. Push into the ground. And move through your vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale it back. Exhale your left knee to your left shoulder. Find your arm balance if you have one. Inhale it back. Exhale your left knee to your right elbow. Find your arm balance if you have one. Inhale it back. And exhale that left foot between your hands. Right heel comes down. Reach it up. Warrior one. Interlace your hands behind your back. Inhale, lift. And exhale, hinge over that left leg. Arms come overhead. Push into your left heel. Reach it all the way up to the sky. And then we'll open it up Finding your half, finding your warrior two. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. We're going to straighten that left leg. Parallel your feet. Bring your hands to your hips. You're going to keep your hands on your hips. So this is Kastrita Padottanasana B variation. Squeeze your elbows behind you, using only the strength of your core. Find your forward fold. Rock weight into your toes. Strong legs lifted all the way up. We're going to point those left toes towards the front of your mat. Maybe walk your right foot in slowly or slightly and find Trikonasana. So bump your right hip out, reach your left fingertips forward, and then we'll bring that left hand down and bring your right arm up to the sky. Twisting from the rib cage, gaze is that top hand. Push into your left heel. Your right hand is going to pull you all the way up. Reverse your warrior. Reverse your triangle, sorry. Keep that left leg straight. And then we'll start to bring that left hand forward once again. Tilt into Trikonasana. Maybe bring that left hand forward, lifting your right leg for half moon. And then soften that left knee. We're going to step your right foot next to it for chair. Sweep your arms up. And drop your left hand as you twist and open to the left. Staying low in your legs. Inhale at center. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Lift it up. Last one. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Bring your hands to heart center. Sit lower, sit lower, sit lower. Heart is lifted. Shoulders are back. Find your toe stand. Start to reach your fingertips forward. Start to split your knees. And then we'll slowly sit those hips down. Reach your feet up. 10 more lowers. If you want to take these into full V-ups, you can. Reach your arms overhead. Sweep it up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to hold that low bow. So reach your fingertips forward and start to roll onto that left hip. Reaching your right fingertips for your feet. Try to keep that left shoulder blade off of the mat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Over to the right. Start to reach your left fingertips forward. The only thing on the mat is between your right hip and your right ribs. 4, 3, 2, 1. One more. Over to the left. Reach your right fingertips towards your feet. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time over to the right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. Lift it up. Find boat. Bend your knees. Place your feet downward and come all the way down. And take some boat and take some bridges. So bring your heels into your hips. Bring the backs of your upper arms next to your ribs. Tuck your shoulder blades underneath you. and start to push through your heels. You can even keep those toes light. And lift up those hips. So I want you to think less about yoga, big back bend here. If you spend any time in the gym, I want you to, for this round, think more about doing a hip thrust, where you're trying not to engage all of those arching muscles, those erector spinae along your spinal cord, and instead engaging your glutes. We're going to lower down those hips and then squeeze them back up, finding a tuck of the tailbone as you lift, keep pulling that in, and then lower it down. Again, lift, tuck it as you lift, and lower it down. All right. 5, lower it down. 4, and down. 3, lower it down. 2. This last one we're going to hold. So you're pushing through heels. Bring your fingertips, lay them on top of your hip points. Belly button is pulled in. Cinnamon, let me my hand back. Push into your left heel and reach your right leg forward. Don't let that right hip dip at all. Hold it here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right heel comes down. Lift your hips, but without puffing out your chest. Keep that engagement. Start pushing into your right heel. Don't let that left hip drop. Send your left leg straight out. Hold it here. This should be hard. Keep tucking your tailbone. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, hold that bridge. Reaffirm the engagement of your core. Start to push into that left heel. Send your right leg up. Should be one straight line. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that right heel down. Push into your right heel. Send that left leg straight out. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let your hips find the mat. Pull your knees in. Give them a nice squeeze. You can roll them. You can roll on your back left and right. And then we're going to start to roll up. Find a little bit of balance. Balance on your sacrum. Roll it back. And lift. Roll it back. And lift. And land with your feet together. Coming into Baddha Konasana. Start to reach your heart forward. Elbows bend in tight. Sitting up, we're going to grab those big toes and balance here. So heart is lifted, shoulders are back. You're going to keep that left foot in, and you're going to send your right leg out. Let go of your right foot, but don't let it go anywhere. We're going to tap your right heel down and lift it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab it. Pull it in. Heart is lifted. Shoulders are back. Start to send that left leg out. Face you. Let it go, but don't let it go anywhere. And then we'll lower. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift it up. Grab onto that left big toe and pull it in. Start to send your legs out, right? If you're not super bendy, those legs can be bent. If you're a little bit more bendy, you can straighten them. Heart is lifted, gaze is up. And then we're going to try and lower it down softly. Bring your hands to the inside of your legs, pull your legs together. We're going to leave this right knee forward. I'm going to take a pigeon. So if you know that you love to do this through down dog, you can do it through down dog. It's all good. Otherwise, just leave that right knee forward. Swing your left leg around. Sitting up nice and tall. We'll bring that right hand forward and bring your left hand back and find a quad stretch here. If you like to take this into a king pigeon or a mermaid pose, you can certainly do that. And then we'll bring that left hand, foot down, left hand down. Sit up nice and tall and then fold. If you want a little bit extra stretch here, you can bring that right hand forward and bring your left arm underneath, left palm face up. And then reach. If you thread the needle, come back. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. We're going to sit onto that right hip and swing your left leg around. We're going to take a double pigeon today. So try and line up that right shin with the top of your mat. And then we're just going to dangle that left foot off the side of your right knee. So if you end up with your, knee up here, just bring your hands behind you. Sit up tall, close your eyes. Just think nice things. If you have a little bit more opening, of course, you can lay it out in front of you. If you're somewhere in between, you can just bring your forearms maybe on top of that left shin. Close your eyes. And with each breath, find just a little bit surrender. I've been running a lot on this little quarantine adventure, so I am really tight. And then we'll lift up either direction. And we're going to switch this left shin so that it's still parallel to the top, but it's in an internal rotation instead. And start to line up your right shin, and then your left shin will be parallel to the side of your mat. And you'll start to reach all the way for that far back left corner. And you should find a pretty nice stretch along the top of this right hip as well as your left glute. Rolling that right shoulder down to the mat. Maybe inching those right fingertips further away. And then walk your Hands back in. And we're just going to pivot. So leave your feet pretty much where they are. And just let your legs find a pinwheel in the opposite direction. So that left shin is now parallel to the top of the mat. Your right shin is parallel to the side of the mat. And we'll start to walk. Your arms reaching almost like you're trying to reach past the back right corner of your mat. Rolling that left shoulder down. And bring your hands back in. We'll pivot once again. This time leaving that left shin on the bottom, coming into our double pigeon and dangling your right foot off the edge of that left leg. Trying to find parallel shins. Again, if you look like I do right now, you're just going to bring your hands behind you and lift your heart. And just breathe into this. If there's a forward fold going on for you right now, go ahead and take it. Ooh. I don't know if you heard Cinnamon just went crazy. And then I'll sit up tall. We're going to take this into pigeon pose. So leave that left knee forward. And we'll swing that right leg back. Again, if you love to go through down dog, go ahead and take the time to do that. Walking those right toes back. And we'll find our little quad stretch here. So bring your left foot, left hand right in front of you. Reach back with your right hand and pull your right foot in. Taking any variation of this that you like. And then we'll release that right foot and start to fold. If you need a little extra, you can always leave that left arm forward and start to thread the needle with your right arm. And then we'll come back in, bring your hands in. And we'll just sit over on that left hip and swing your right leg around. Bring both feet forward. Reach forward, grab your big toes if that's available to you. Maybe inhale to find some length. And as you exhale, bringing your elbows down and folding. We'll lift it up and make your way all the way back. We're going to take a plow pose today. So maybe taking a moment to adjust where you are on your mat to make sure that when you roll back, your head is there and that you have room behind you. Bring your hands next to your hips Try not to swing, using just the strength of your core to leave in order to bring your feet behind your head and bring your hands to support your pelvis and send your feet straight up to the sky. You want to move your arms, your legs around, not your arms, your legs around, you can. And then start to hinge at the hips. And we'll find a couple of breaths and plow. So keep your legs nice and strong and straight. You can release the support of your pelvis. You can interlace your hands and press the backs of your arms down into the mat. Toes are pointed. And then start to bend your knees and cover your ears, deaf man's pose. And slowly start to roll out. One vertebrae at a time. We'll send those legs long. And then we'll roll up slightly so that you can tuck your pinkies underneath your pelvis. We'll take a modified fish pose. Bring your elbows close in towards one another, lifting your heart and allowing your head to drop back. And then we'll roll up. Slide all the way back. We're going to bring those knees in one last time just to give them a nice squeeze. Maybe curl your forehead to your knees. And then release everything long. Tuck your shoulder blades underneath you. Palms face up. Just let those toes flop out. And bring your knees in. Come to a comfortable seat.